Hey guys, alright, so we got a rifle showcase here. I promised you guys this for a while, so here we go. First off, we got my 12 gauge shotgun, the 257 Weatherby, the 243 Winchester, 30-30 Marlin, 22 Winchester long rifle, 22 Remington long rifle, 303 British Lee Enfield, the SVT 40, my Mosin Nagant, and my SKS. So I'm gonna start off with the shotgun. You guys saw that earlier. Again, I'll just show you guys that it's not loaded. Right? And first off, the this shotgun, semi-automatic shotgun, is like awesome for the devastating damage that it can do. In comparison to, say, a pump action shotgun, it really is fantastic. With anything that you with skeet shooting, it's great because if you miss once, you can still fire another shot and still hit your skeet. So it's awesome. You know what? I found that if you shoot like 3 or 4 rounds into the ground, you can start up a nice little garden. So it works out pretty good that way. So I'll just set this down. The ammunition that I have for it here is steel waterfowl shot. With each gun, I can give you guys a little bit of a close-up. I'll just bring it up there quickly so you guys can see. So here's the semi-automatic shotgun. I lubricate all of my guns as best as I can and take care of them and maintain them. The way I see it, if you treat your gun right, your gun will treat you right. As you can see there. Alright. The next, we have my personal favorite. As you all know, we have my Weatherby Magnum, 257 Weatherby Magnum. Again, just show you guys that it is not loaded. So this rifle is incredibly smooth, and just for the bolt, it has a very high velocity for its ammunition. It does a lot of damage, it really is fantastic. The scope on it, I have a 4x12 Vortex Black Diamond scope. So here is a close-up on this. So it has also a rubber padding on the back for shock absorption when you fire it. So here it is. The action, incredibly smooth. And the groupings are fantastic on this rifle. I love it. Set it down here. The next up, we have my 243 Winchester. This was my first rifle. Awesome rifle, high velocity rounds. I do reload ammunition for this as well. You have a shock absorption on the back, which is a rubber gel, and bolt action as well. This rifle, you get really tight groupings and very, very minimal drop on your rounds, which is super nice. I'm shooting 100 grain out of it at about 3,200 feet per second. So I'll just set this down here. Well, I'll do the same for all the rifles. Just give you a nice close-up on it because people have been really curious about my rifles, how many I have, and what I really enjoy about them. So these are really my sharpshooting rifles, my 243 and my 257 sharpshooting rifles, honestly. The next up, we have my lever action 30-30, and this is great. I love it. It has a very smooth action, and it's just fantastic. I love it. You can shoot back to back, smooth, clean, and your rounds are always on point. On this, I have a 3x9 DOA 600 scope. It also has the lines in it for droppage. So at 200 yards, I do have a mark you know, where I can aim to hit my target. Beyond that, for a 30-30, you don't really, you know, shoot at that range. It's not for that. The bullet drop is pretty bad. But just for having fun, this gun is great. Like, I love it. So I'll show you guys what this is all about here. So no shock absorption on the back here, and a lot of my other rifles won't have that because they're not, you know, newer sort of rifles. But you can see here, it has the hammer on the back, and it's actually extended out with an extra piece here so that you can get at it on the side of the scope. Now, it is a tube loading magazine. It holds about 6 or 7 rounds. And if I just open it up here from the lever, you can see what it does. It brings the bolt back right here, ejects the round, loads another one as you pull it back in. And now the bolt has pushed the hammer back, and you can just pull the trigger and you're on your way. So there you go. That is the 30-30 lever action Marlin. Set this down here. And as I was saying before with the 30-30, there are 2 different types of rounds for them, and I'll do a close-up on these probably later. The next up, the next one up that we have here is the 22 Remington, model 597, and this is a semi-automatic rifle. Bolt is right here. Just show you guys that it's not loaded. Right there. Clip. Just put that back in. One moment. There we go. There you are. Close that. And this is a 3x9 scope as well. This is really good for target practice. When you're just getting into the game, it has a very, very minimal recoil. You don't need hearing protection when shooting this. The magazine is 10 rounds, and you can literally just plink. And I do have a video of us shooting this out in the field, and it's great. No recoil. This is good for the starting shooter. If you're going to start out, get something like this, and then you can start to get a feel for rifles, and then move up as you go. So here's the close-up on this. There's the mag, the bolt, and there you have it. Set this down here. And now we're starting to get into my World War II rifles. I love World War II. I was fascinated about it. The events that transpired were, you know, unfortunate, of course, but the history behind it is absolutely fascinating, I find. So the next rifle that I have here is a 303 British Lee Enfield, and this is awesome because this rifle, it is a bolt action, but it differs from the rest of my rifles and other rifles around the world in that the bolt actually cocks when the bolt is closed, not when the bolt is opened. So here's the firing pin. I'll do this closer up front after as well. When you open this up, it's not actually cocked. So when you do close the bolt though, now it's cocked. You can see how it's offset. Now at this point, I can fire the rifle. And what this allows for is really faster loading. So I'll just show you guys that quickly here. Right? In comparison to my other bolts, I can't do it that quickly. And the speed firing on this is amazing because you can just load it so fast and your hand naturally touches the trigger. So it's just, it's nasty. And I mean, you know, a lot of the forces out there were afraid of it because they didn't know if it was a semi-automatic rifle or not, right? But the British military were just able to fire it that quickly. It's a bolt action, a lot of accuracy, a lot of power, and you know, it's really known for that. So yeah, just give you guys a close-up on that here. So here it is. We have our sight and our peeps, the safety as well, right here. So there you have it. Fantastic rifle. I did have to do some stock work on it. Here's the clip. There you are. I believe this was my second rifle that I bought, and this really got me into World War II rifles. So I kind of continued my collection as I went, and I got my SVT-40. Now, like, this is one of my more high-powered rifles. It's semi-automatic, and you see it in some of those videos, and it does a lot of damage. It's coming out with 203 grain rounds, which have a lot of penetration, especially if they're full metal jacket rounds. So just to show you guys that it's not loaded, here's the mag. I'll take that out. Nothing. And there you have it. Put the mag back in. There you are. You have your sights up here. And this rifle, like a lot of the World War II rifles, people were worried about them, especially if they're from surplus, if the accuracy is really going to be on par with newer rifles and stuff like that. And in some cases it's not, but these rifles, I have found them to be incredibly accurate. Like, I can hit a tree about this size from maybe about 50 yards, and I don't need a scope. I can do that on iron sights. You know, 2 or 3 of these rounds will take that tree out, it'll fall. So it's great. For what it is, it's definitely fantastic. So here you go, you can see the bolt here. Okay, take the mag out. There's the magazine. There you have it. And the sights. And then the muzzle brake. Alright, the next Russian rifle that I have here is a Mosin Nagant. Now, this is a bolt action rifle. It's incredibly accurate as well, like as I said before. It does a lot of damage, and it utilizes the same round, 762 by 54R, as the SVT-40. So here's the bolt, and then the close. It also has the bayonet on it, and you can see it's actually almost taller than me, just standing on the ground. These bayonets are just ridiculous. If you guys do want to see a video on, you know, the damage that this thing can do, just leave a comment and let me know, because I'll do one with this and one of my other bayonets, and potentially a spear if you want to see that, because they do have one of those as well. But yeah, no, definitely a fantastic rifle. It was you know, very well known for its accuracy, and this rifle cocks on opening, which is opposite to the Enfield. So I'll give you guys a close-up on that just in a sec here. Okay. So this is my longest rifle by far, if you tag in the bayonet, and you can see here the stock. It has a steel plate on the back. In World War II, it was unforgiving, you know. It was really so, and when this hits you after you fire one of those rounds, your shoulder can get a little sore, you know. So in comparison to some of those gel stocks that the other rifles have. So here is the bolt right here. So you can see here, as I open it, it's cocking the gun. It's cocking. So now I'll close it, and now I'm ready to fire. You're ready to fire when you open it and close it, right? Which is essentially opposite of the Enfield. It has a drop mag, can carry 5 rounds. You have your sights here, your range sights. give you guys a little view of that. The stock, wood grain, and then the bayonet, which is extremely sharp to a point. Set this one down. And my last rifle that I'm going to be showing you guys today is my SKS. And this is super fun to shoot. The rounds are cheap. You can get to 20 rounds for $15. And the AK-47, as I said earlier, was manufactured after this design. So it's, here you go, it's semi-automatic, drop magazine, and also same thing, you have the sights here, and the bayonet. Now these bayonets for trench warfare and were great, and they were utilized quite often, especially with the fact that this is semi-automatic. It really makes it a game-changing weapon. So here you go. You can get a good close-up on the rifle itself. The stock is beautiful on it. You can see the bolt here. There you go, drop sights. And the bayonet. And there you have it. That's a showcase of all my rifles. If you guys do want to see, like I said earlier, the bayonets in action, let me know. I'll set up another fruit situation, probably out of town, and we'll just give her. I probably will do a few target practice sessions and stuff like that, and I'll bring all of these out so you guys can really see, the damage of each one of these rifles and the accuracy that they hold, especially on top of repetitive fire. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and I hope you enjoyed my showcase. So take care and stay regular.